Welcome back to Glowing Card. Tonight, we're watching some paranormal videos and trying to debunk some of them. Now, your hosts, Adam. Hey, everybody. Welcome back. I just finished the Seventh Guest remake. Um, let's just real quick. I want to check my feed to see if there's. I have the ghost videos queued up. We're all ready to go on that. But I wanted to queue up my channel or my feed to see if there was really anything else. Did that happen this week? 4 days ago? 3 goals in 39 seconds. The Canes. Oh yeah, because they're playing the Golden Knights. Carolina Hurricanes score 3 goals in 39 seconds. Outstanding. As you can see, I've done sports commentary on here before. Backroom stuff. I can't wait to see that movie. I haven't seen it yet. Yeah, more Carmelo Anthony. I wonder what the NBA net. What did he played for the New Jersey Nets, right? Carmelo Anthony. I wonder what he's been pretty silent. But yeah, seeing a lot of that coming across. Conservative vibes. There's a lot of stuff right now about how they're cheating in the LA mayoral race. It is kind of weird, the percentages. Like, if you've studied statistics, like there's a, it's like a bell curve. The statistics generally are bell curve. And right in the middle is where I guess all three, the mean, median, mode, kind of meet for all the averages. So that's like the specific average. Then you go outside of that, and everything that falls within 90% is, I believe, what they call one standard deviation. Anything inside of that can be normal and falls within the normal. You go outside of that to the second standard deviation, which is another 90%. So about 99% of everything. That's considered outliers, but could happen. Like, it's stuff that actually could happen. Then you have the outlying half percentage on both sides. That these are very statistically unlikely. And the reason I mention that is, I've seen the videos where the mail-in ballots for Spencer Pratt came in and had 0 votes. That would fall into that category. There's no way, statistically, that it would fall outside of the range like that. It just wouldn't. It's impossible. And there's so many things that are happening. Like, the 2 Democrats that are getting all the votes, Karen Bass, and I forget the Muslim communist combo they got going there. The most dangerous one. Karen Bass is pretty dangerous. She let half of LA burn anyway. So, I mean, she definitely doesn't care. And I can't believe these people are still. It's like a popularity contest. It's like they're voting for someone they think is the most popular, who they think. I really feel this way. They don't care about any of the issues. They don't care about really anything. It's all about looks. If you look really good and pleasant, and if you're popular. If they think everybody else is going to vote for you, well, I'm going to vote for you too, because I'm going to be part of the popular crowd. It's like high school, or at least like high school used to be. I don't know if it's still that way anymore, but it's annoying, because that kind of thought is literally destroying cities. So probably should not be going off this much, but screw it. It needs to be said. I think the fix is in. there, because it always seems to be with those mail-in ballots and the late counting, and you know, and it's completely unnecessary. There are things we could do to prevent, well, dead people from being on the voter rolls, which has happened throughout the history of our country. Both sides have done that. So I want to make that known. In the past, both sides have done it. Um, so, and it really, don't take my word for it. Don't. Don't believe me. You shouldn't. Go out there and research it and look at it for yourself. When you do that, please do one thing for me. Follow the money. That's a simple rule, and it's always been that way. Follow the money, because that's where the corruption is. It it's not about homelessness. They don't care about the homeless. It's about how they can make money off of homelessness. It's not about immigration or illegal immigration. It's about how they can make money off of illegal immigration. And we're seeing that in Minnesota. I mean, it really is just it's about the money. There's no secret here. There's no magical, formula other than, hey, look at their bank accounts. See where all that money is going. And they hide a lot of that. So if you see like $1 million, it's probably more like $90 million. It's going to be far more than what you're seeing on the surface. So generally, I think they found a lot of the fraud that was going on in Minnesota, but only for the daycare fraud scheme stuff that was going on. I think they found most of that. And most of that's because I think that the unfortunately Somalis and people from Somalia, the average IQ is just lower there. So they're not very good about playing the game and hiding it as well as other people. They definitely are having people that are smarter than them help them out with it for sure. So I don't know. I don't know what else to say about it. But I think it needs to be said to some extent. I don't know. Oh yeah, they cheated. That's what got me on that. Whew. All right. Well, thank you guys for indulging me in that. I see the Brixton minifigs. The CEO gets confronted and loses it, huh? Well, I can see why they're mad right now. I did see something that on the betting apps that it's only about a 25, maybe 28% chance that Brixton Minifigs will declare bankruptcy by 2029. So the odds of this putting them out of business is probably not good. And listening to some of the other stuff, I don't know if the CEO and those guys actually knew that much about what was going on, but the individual owners of the franchise that kicked the original owners out, kind of basically stole it from them, those two are the ones that, those guys are shady as all get out. Because the owners are saying one thing, and the previous franchise owner, the girl with the purple hair, I can't remember. I'm terrible with names. So when you guys message me and stuff, I mean, a lot of times I don't, I have trouble with the names because I just have trouble with names in general. But the woman with purple hair, she documented everything so much better. So it again, she documented things so that it was, I don't think it was 200K worth of Legos, but it was more like 60 to 80K worth of Legos. It's still a lot. And the stuff that the owners did and got the police departments involved, and their footage of them, again, they started out with a concept of here's where the guilt is. Now let's get some evidence to fit that guilt. And that is not how anything should work. It is, okay, what's the evidence look? Okay, what are we seeing here? And who's really at fault? That's how it should work. But they're all kind of Mormon. I wonder how the Mormon community feels because I know some Mormons and all of them are the nicest people. I don't really have. I mean, I have stuff to say about their religion specifically and about Christ and how I don't think they really believe in Jesus Christ as the Lord and Savior. I mean, there's things I could get into why I don't believe that they actually believe the Christ in the Bible is the Christ. I don't want to get too far into the weeds on that, but a lot of them, I like the owners and the cops claim to be Mormon and go to the Mormon churches, and I just really wonder because they don't seem to fit the mold of a typical Mormon. Most of the Mormons, they are so one gentle, willing to talk with you. Even if you don't believe what they believe, they'll try and convince you. But when they leave at peace. Like we've had a maybe heated conversation. Sure. It's not easy to talk, and especially about Christ. There's going to be some conflict, no matter who you talk. But the Mormons that I know, they've invited me to their church. They're really nice people. They wanted to come, like my wife and I, um, you know, in terms of children and stuff. They wanted us to come over and hold their babies and just socialize with them and hang out, and they were going to cook on the grill. We didn't end up doing any of it, but the invite was always standing open, and they're all really nice. And the cops and the owners of Bricks and Minifigs, well, not the owners of Bricks and Minifigs, the franchise owners claim to be Mormon and go to the Mormon church. I If I were an elder of the Mormon church, I would confront them about what was going on. I'd want real evidence of what actually happened, and if the franchise owners were at fault, you gave them a chance. This is the way it's supposed to work. You give them a chance with the elders of the church to repent and apologize and turn from their wickedness and you know continue to be a part of the community and do atonement. Come back to the fold. Be what you claim to be. If they are unwilling to do that, excommunication from the church. I don't know if Mormons do that, to be honest. I'm sure they do. They must, right? But they're so nice, I've never heard about it. So, um, am I ranting too much? Maybe I shouldn't be ranting this much. Uh, let me shut up. We're 15 minutes in. Let me put on some ghost videos. Let's get into it. Uh, Maybe I'll come back and do some more political rants and talks later. All right. And maybe I'll just post those as actual videos versus, live streams. So, without further ado, let's go ahead and stop this music. We'll get into debunking the videos, and give me just a second here to do that. I got the piano DMCA-free music, so there's no copyright music on that. I am getting headaches, so I might need to take some Tylenol before bed here. All right, enough of that. Real quick, let me go through, see if there's anything else. Maybe I'll just look for some newsworthy stuff and pick a topic and put a short video out on that. All right, let's close our feed. Let's look. No chatters. What are you guys doing out there? You guys having a good night? What's going on? All right, let me show the screen. We're not alone. Here we go. Put your best face on, everybody.
Not alone. On April the 27th of 2026, a woman named Giselle lives by herself somewhere in Dallas, Texas. when one night she
Why do
was
you
looking
have to
after some
dox her
cattle.
like that? Don't dox people, man. If you just say Appalachian Mountains, that's fine. You could just say Texas. Texas is pretty huge.
Absolutely
Dallas,
terrified.
Texas. Jeez. I do hear voices. I hear her voice too. Nothing. Oh, there's a shadow under the door. Is it a growl? Is that a growl? Let me go back. I was talking. Let's go back 10. Yeah, there was a little something, like maybe a scratching sound or something. But you can see this. It's her cat. It's her cat. Let's see if the door opens. Is there? Is it? Isn't it your cat? Turn on your light. Just turn on your light.
As she hears noises and records them
That
on
looks
videos,
like a cat.
something can be seen through the gap under the door, just moving against it.
Look,
What's
it
more,
looks like
it's
a
obviously a
cat.
black shoe, but it's hard to say for sure. Thinking there might be an intruder or something else inside her house, she waits for the
Dude, aren't you in Texas? Don't you own a gun? Pull that gat out and let's see what happens.
moment that it's away from the door, and she quickly runs out of the house to her car.
Espiritu Santos. God bless the Father, Son, Holy Spirit. I pray for this lady. I hope if she's really going through something that God will help her out. Now her reaction here is genuine. She really does seem terrified. She busted out of her house at 4 in the morning crying, driving, it looks like in the rain. That's not normal. I mean, I guess if you're really acting and like, oh, the rain's coming. Sure, 4 in the morning, I'm gonna make this video and then I'll post it. Um, but there are easier ways to fake stuff like that. She seems genuinely terrified. Sometimes it's hard to fake that, especially with the way she's crying and shaking. It's especially the shaking. It's hard to get that autonomic shaking response. It's hard to fake that. It's 4 a.m. and I'm still lonely. No local. Yeah.
What's even stranger is that Giselle has security cameras around the house that activate whenever they
Whoa.
detect motion. Yet, they never detected anything or recorded at the time. But it's clear something was moving behind that door. Terrified of these events, she contacts a police officer she knows and asks him if he can investigate any deaths in recent years in the apartments where she lives. The officer then replies that he discovered since 2022 there have been 3 people who have died in her apartment, and since 2024 there have been 3 gunshots there. Ever since that night, her motion-activated cameras would start moving on their own, as if they were detecting motion in the house.
Well, that's creepy. Right at the door that she saw the shadow underneath. That's right where it's pointing. I don't have any doubt about that angle. I mean, there's really not much else it could be pointing at.
But whenever she panned her camera to see what the CCTV was capturing, there's always nothing there.
But
Other strange
do
things
you
also
do you
started
look
happening around the house. Sometimes the lights would turn back on, all on their own after she just turned them off, and
like
doors would
immediately?
open on their
That's
own.
crazy.
One night, she's in the living room reading Psalm 91 of the Bible when something startles her.
I would have really liked it if she'd have read that out loud. If she would have been reading that out loud, I would have loved to see the activity because, it's- I mean, I guess it could be a spirit that hasn't crossed over. I mean, I think that does happen occasionally,
The sound of a door to another room
but
opening is
most of
heard,
the time I think these are
therefore if she's
demonic. And
accessing
if you're
through the
reading
sofa or
directly out of the
carpet, this
Bible,
door doesn't open
they
too.
hate
On
that.
another night, her security camera captures
And there might
this.
be a lot more activity. So there was a bang. Yeah, the light coming on immediately after she shut it, and the doors opening are more convincing to me. That movement, I mean, it could be fishing string. I agree with Queso on a lot of it. Girl laughing. Can I hear that? That looks weird. Here, I'm gonna play this one more time. If it's I don't think this is fishing string for once because the way it's moving off of there, it's almost like one of the corners lifts up and then the movement's almost a little erratic. It's not a straight, like if you were going to pull that off a fishing string, it should just be a straight shot. This looks weird to me. And then we'll listen to the girl laughing again, which I don't think is a girl laughing. Yeah. Oh, I guess it's when it hits the edge, it pops up. So that could be fishing string. That's not a girl laughing. I don't know what that is. It's a distortion in the camera, but I wouldn't call it necessarily
Something is
paranormal.
suddenly pulled off the table, and then what sounds like a woman's laugh is heard.
Here, I
She's
like the close
suddenly
up.
pulled off the table, and then what sounds
Yeah,
like a
it's
woman's
just in
laugh is
one
heard.
straight direction.
You can't
It
remember
kind of
ever
lifts up
feeling
as it's
something on your
falling off the
laptop
edge.
while eating
No,
when something
no.
unsettling happens.
Then dining room table. Ooh, that was pretty violent.
After witnessing all of this and hearing about the history of the place, she has no doubt in her mind that it's haunted. But unfortunately, she's only just moved in about 5 months ago, and due to circumstances, she's unable to move out. Although she has been constantly complaining about the strange activity in her house.
So there's the unable to move out thing always puzzles me. Um, if I was in dire straits and I really needed to, I could move out and move in with some friends or move in with relatives. There are places I can go. You have no one you can stay with, at least for a few days, if nothing else. You can get some rest, um, you know, get some good work in, get some paychecks under the belt, try and figure out somewhere else to live, kind of work it out. So that excuse is tough for me to believe, but not impossible. I mean, some people maybe they don't have friends or family or nobody close to where they live, so that's also a possibility. But most people, I think, have outs. They can get out. So that to me is, you know, strange. Some of this, I mean, I'm not seeing a lot here that I would consider paranormal. It doesn't look like she has any pets. So the shadow then becomes a little weird. But one, it's either edited or fake. Or two, she has a cat, and we don't see the cat. Or it could be the other thing. It could be is if a cat is living or some animals living in the attic or in the wall or something, and it's able to get in and out of the vents, and then it was trying to come visit her and realized she was on the other side of that door, and it kind of came and laid down, maybe moved a little bit there. So that's also a possibility. It didn't make a lot of noise. I'm not hearing anything that I would consider paranormal. The one disembodied voice in that first part of the video, maybe, possibly, but that could also be distortion on the video. I don't know for sure, but you know, overall, I don't think anything in this video really convinces me that it's paranormal.
House and asking if they can move her to another apartment, but she has always been refused. So the question remains, just who or what is this? Hopefully we get some more updates soon. The cabin.
So I would push it back against the landlords a lot more. If you want to move into a different apartment, and especially if there's one available, if there's nothing available, that's one thing. They have nowhere for you to go. Like everything's full. Not much the landlord can do about that. But if there are other apartments that are empty, I mean, landlord, you go stay in that apartment and see what you think after a week or two. Then you fix it. Because I guarantee if there's something going on, you need a priest to get in there. That's the best way to do it. The landlord, the owner, staying there, that'll get fixed.
Not much context is provided in the following video, but a family was renting a cabin out when something strange happens that gives them the
That's
chills.
weird palm trees or a Christmas tree. Stuff fell on the floor.
See how hard to open that? Can it push myself?
Why is it a big mess in there? It's weird.
Sino gumagawa nito? Open it right now!
It's so weird. That's okay. The whole interaction here, the family, how crazy they're going. I mean, this could totally be fake. Anything from fishing string, you can put little motors to open drawers like that. I mean, it's pretty easy to do that. I mean, you can buy gadgets at Radio Shack. Well, does Radio Shack exist anymore? Walmart, that will do that. Or Lowe's or Home Depot. You could probably get something there that you could put together and it would do that. It was shaking. And then it does it again. Closes, opens, closes, open. That seems fake to me.
The
I'm
whole family
sorry.
are fixated on a drawer that keeps opening and closing on its own, scaring the whole family who are in complete disbelief. Of course, something like this could easily be faked, but the
Yep.
family seemed completely shocked to have witnessed something like this.
I wouldn't put it past an owner of a B&B, Airbnb, to do it. Um, just give people a little shock, maybe a draw. If, certain people, especially non-believers, have something like that happen to them, have a weird experience. Um, I mean, me personally, I would have pulled that drawer out and I would have looked at the drawer and then I would have looked at the inside of that, like, okay, where's the motor? Let's see what's going on. And then if I didn't find anything and I thought it was truly paranormal, that drawer would stay on the floor. Like, you're not messing with this drawer anymore. It's going on the floor. In fact, I probably wouldn't stay there. I just leave. I'm not messing around with paranormal. I'm not messing around with paranormal.
But in the end, I'll let you judge.
I think that was fake.
The attic.
Pretty easily. It
True
looks
crime
pretty
from
fake.
Virginia on the channel previously.
Dude, I've seen this. Yeah. Oh, we saw this previously. He had some crazy stuff happen, and I couldn't explain all of it. So I think there is some paranormal or editing. of some sort going on.
He was preparing for a yard sale to get rid of some of the old items in the shed that was left behind by the previous owner, when he starts hearing noises in the shed's attic. Recently, things have been getting worse, and one day he's arriving home and
Yeah, and the
pulling
ball
into his
gets
garage
kicked,
when
like
he
really
notices the
kicked.
lights in the shed are on
That
and
didn't
nobody
show
should
the
be
full
in
kick.
there. So he quickly pulls his phone out to record. Watch closely.
Open my garage door, pulling into my house.
No.
Notice what's on, man. The lights are on in the shed.
Off,
Haven't been in
on,
there
off.
3 days. Haven't been in there. Dude, I'm telling you, bro. No, you know what? We're doing this in one take. One take. One take. Oh my god, man.
I like that. No editing, no cuts.
Let's see. I got his
Voice says get out here in a second.
This is insane. Doors open in here too. Hey, who's in here? Hey.
You can't tell what that voice is saying. I'm not going to say it's saying anything at all. Maybe there is a disembodied voice there. But it could just as easily been the wind. It did sound kind of have that weird whooshy sound to it a little bit. So, and he's opening and closing that door, causing airflow to like, it's almost like a vacuum when you do that. And that's when that happens. So I think that's related to airflow.
Who is in here? Come on, man. Come on. What is that? What is that? Oh my god, dude, Hey, who is in here, man? I'm over it. Oh my god. Did you hear that?
Yes.
My dog's fucking barking too. How's my dog outside? How did my dog just get outside? And that car is broken down. That's my mother's car that's been here for months. No one is in this house,
The
man. How is
dog got out? That's weird.
Okay.
So that's the second voice. It could be edited in. It almost sounds edited in. I'm going to listen to that second one again. I'm thinking about the dog being outside, though. He opened his garage, right? We didn't see inside the garage. If the door leading from the garage into the house is slightly cracked or ajar, the dog could have run out. And I'm sure there are stairs up and down from the balcony and the ledge back there. And the dog may have run up there because from there it's easier to look in across. And that looks like a smarter breed of dog. So it would have known, oh, to get a good look, I need to go up here and look across. Instead of like dumber dogs that run all the way to the house and then kind of bark outside trying to get in. Smarter dogs want more information. They want to see stuff. So I don't know. We're gonna listen to that voice again here.
No one is in this house, man. How is my fucking dog outside? Okay. I'm done. Oh my god, I'm done. Okay, I'm done.
As he enters the shed, a voice says, "Get out," and the door to the attic is half opened. Then when he goes inside and looks up, what looks like a creepy pale face can be seen, just watching him from the dark while making strange
It is
sounds.
weird.
Eventually, the sounds scare him away from the shed. A few days later, he shows his second shed along with the haunted shed's extension when he captures this.
And here's the other extension to the shed, okay? No. And shout out to my border collie,
Border collies are a
hates
smart
this
breed.
place. She's always smelling. She's always looking around. She gets weirded out. I bet you she doesn't even come in here. And I came in here
Well,
yesterday.
which one are you
And if
smarter?
you want to look in the video from yesterday, That was closed. I slammed that closed in the video. In the video, I slammed it closed and it's fucking open. Now, people were asking, where's your camera? You had a camera in here. Yes, I sat my outdoor camera that is right there up on the house.
I see it.
I set that, look, she won't even come in. I set that camera right there in the corner. I have now purchased a stationary one that is going to be up in that corner. And this is where everything has been happening. Hey, fuck you! I'm over it! You hear that, you piece of shit? I'm over it! Get out of my fucking house!
He ordered a fidget spinner in the middle of this.
Today, bitch, are you? Are you? Are you? Huh? You ain't saying nothing.
Don't provoke, too. He's interacting with it. You don't want to interact with these things. Really, you just want to leave him alone. Get a priest, get God to come in and intervene on your behalf. That's it.
Today, bitch, are you? Where you at? Where you at, you motherfucker? Because I do not care anymore. What's up,
I heard
bitch? Where
it.
you at? Where you at? Huh? Nothing? Yeah, you don't want to talk shit today? That's what I thought, pussy. That's what I thought, pussy. Didn't want to say shit. Of course, man. Of course. Of course. I'm over it. I got a different energy now. Fuck that thing. I'm telling you what. This thing has been drawing me in. I have been standing at this window in my kitchen, staring out of this window right here in this shed. I have sat here. It's like it's drawing me in. I'll sit there, wake up late at night,
See,
come down
no.
the stairs, stand at that sink, or look out of that bathroom window and just stare at this shed. Watch it. Molly, you want to come in?
Nope.
Yeah.
No, I'll be over here.
That doesn't tell you.
Yeah, what are you
I don't
doing
know
in
what
there?
does.
He musters the courage to start insulting whatever is up there, and as he gets down, a creepy voice can be heard saying, "Come back." To make matters worse, his dog absolutely refuses to go
It sounds
sleep with
demonic.
him. He then sets up a new camera, like he said, facing up into the attic, and shortly afterwards, it captures something truly unsettling.
I did hear a moan there too. I get a priest. I go to the Catholic Church. I get a priest. I would get my house exercised. I would pray over it. The priest would pray over it. I'd want God to intervene on my behalf. Oh, you see it? See that? Yeah. Look at that. What the heck is that? That's creepy. I know he's gonna zoom in on that, but wow. Almost looks like maybe a tool or an undead
Horrified, nocturnal
hand.
screams are heard, and then something can be seen moving around inside the attic. After watching the footage, he arrives home and goes.
I wonder if that's an animal. Wouldn't that be crazy after all of that if it's an animal of some sort? Like some sort of raccoon or owls. Sometimes owls can sound deep and guttural and screechy like that. I don't know. The face looking down or the little figure or the white figure last time, that's kind of weird. I don't know. I don't know what to believe here.
Into the shed.
Like, I'm almost in tears. It looked like something fucking ripped a hole in there. I'm going to have to look back in videos and see if that thing was ripped like that. Man. Listen, Man, what did you guys say? Sage the place? Listen, I'll do it. I'll do whatever you think is best.
Okay, dude, if anybody watches this video and knows this guy, have him go. This is paranormal, right? If he's at this point where he'll try anything, go to the church. Get help from a priest. Get a priest. Get somebody from the Catholic Church to come out and bless the house. Bless everything. The house, the shed, the extension, all of it. The yard, the entire border, everything. I mean, read Bible scripture in there. I wouldn't say try to cast it out yourself. Pray to God to do it on your behalf, because that's really who needs to do it. So if this is true, if this is paranormal and you want to try it, if anybody sees this video and knows this guy, send him this video and let him know he needs to go get a priest. Okay?
Man, dude, I just heard something too. At this point, just show me. Just show me.
All these
Show me
people that
this
don't
thing,
know,
dude.
get
Don't tell me you're
sage,
not
get
being real with
sage,
me,
get
dude. I'm
some
not being mean, man.
crystals.
I'm
That
being
ain't gonna do
realistic.
crap.
Come on.
That ain't gonna
This
do.
is tormenting me. This is fucking tormenting me, man. I can't fucking sleep. Come on.
It's trying to
He was
possess him,
really
I think,
worried about
too.
what's in the attic, and that same night,
To be
his live
honest,
streamer goes into the shed.
because when you have sleepless nights and you're fixated on something like that, and he said it, it's drawing him in. It's trying to possess him. I think that's what's going on here. Go get a priest. Go to church. Get baptized.
The following is a snippet from the live stream clipped by a viewer.
So, dude.
The music is weird. Ooh.
Dude.
Oh, there's a clock
Hearing
radio
those
in there
strange
somewhere.
alarm sounds, he quickly gets out of there. Unfortunately, the full live stream isn't
See,
available, but he has
the
shown
problem
what
with
to look.
the problem with this, and the reason why I'm having some doubts here, is it does sound like there's a clock radio in there, but it hasn't been shown to us. And in the previous video, there was classic music from the 30s in there as well, or somewhere around that time frame, 30s, 40s, 20s, something like that. But that particular setup makes me think it's fake. I think playing the music, it's just so out of place for hauntings and stuff like that. It just doesn't make a lot of sense for that to be happening. Almost nowhere have I ever heard of that happening. It feels like, well, maybe there's a clock radio and it just tunes itself to a really weird station that plays that type of music. But I mean, AM stations, some of them might play that. But I mean, most people that are alive today don't even really remember that kind of music anymore. So, I mean, I guess it could be somebody from a previous time, but the radio wouldn't be the one playing that. You know what I'm saying? It's going to be something recorded, or if there's a phonograph or a record player or a tape player or something like that, that might do it. But again, that lends credibility to it being faked. In my opinion, that is just that really has me doubting that this is real.
Anything up there that can play music. Now, many viewers requested he set up a camera in the attic, and he says there isn't an outlet up there, but is planning to use an extension cord to get a camera up there. Until then, this one remains a mystery.
You got it. Not okay. Couple things. I'm going to harp on this because this has been a thing on this channel. Get HD cameras. Get very high resolution 4K, 8K cameras up there. Not only that, get some light, clear light. Make that thing lit up from one end to the other so that there's very few shadows anywhere. And then let it do motion detection or whatever, right? Then you might catch some real footage. But my guess is like the extension cord will get unplugged. Maybe you have to get an electrician to run a outlet up there so you can mount a camera. I don't know. You might have to do some more stuff to that to actually make that work. My guess is in the end, that's not going to be sufficient.
Guest. The next video was taken by a CCTV camera inside a family home. A woman named Naya posts family stuff with her husband and children, but one night her husband saw something bizarre that he just couldn't explain. Take a look.
It's bath time. Woo! It's nice and frisk in here. Was that Darla? Who just walked in here? No, someone just walked in here. And then the rug was moving. You didn't see it?
No. Look at that creepy horse head.
No, I just saw someone walk in here.
As he enters the room, he feels a chill, then
Does
shortly
it?
after, the camera glitches.
Does it not feel like they've lived here for quite a while? They got stuff really up on the walls. This guy's a nerdy guy. They have Hot Wheels and toys, and they seem pretty established in here. I wonder how long they've been here. For this to just start happening out of nowhere is weird. It either happens like shortly after you move in, maybe within 6 months, and then it escalates, or you bought something and you brought it into the house. That could explain something if it's truly paranormal. What might be happening here?
Which is usually associated with paranormal entities, as they are said to cause electromagnetic interference. And right at that exact moment, he says he saw someone walk through the hallway. And after the camera continues recording, you see the carpet in the hallway move back and forth on its own. At first, he thought it might have been his dog Darla, but as he quickly looked down the hallway, there was nobody there. He
Yeah.
calls out and asked if anybody saw someone go down the hallway, but nobody else saw it. Did he really see something strange that night? Let me know what you think. If you have any video recommendations, you can suss on
And skip. This is the last one.
Jack was featured on our channel in the past, and he often collects old antique and haunted items.
So let me one more thing. I don't find anything paranormal in that last video. He says he saw somebody walking. We didn't see it. The carpet moves on its own, but it could have been somebody sliding it back and forth off camera. That could easily been faked, or one of the kids, or the dog, or something that could be explaining that movement. I just don't find anything in that past video paranormal at all. The camera glitched. Okay, the camera's glitch. That happens. So nothing there really makes me think anything in that video is paranormal.
Since then, he has moved houses into another old 1920 home, and some of his items are still in this house. Not long after moving in, strange occurrences have been happening, and he thinks something followed him to his new house. One day, he hears banging coming from downstairs in the living room, and he sees this.
So he went from one 1920s house to another. Look at his shirt. Support your local coven. So he's into witchcraft and that kind of thing, right? I hope not. But he's got a cross. He's got crosses on the wall. I mean, looking at this, the memorabilia and stuff in here.
Whoa. Oh my god.
What are you gonna do, man?
What the hell?
There was a ghost on the. Oh, he's a Mason.
Whoa.
There's a ghost on the wall.
Not even there.
Well, he's not gonna want to go to the Catholic Church.
Oh my god. Oh, it's even colder in here. What is that noise? Hello?
This guy makes no sense to me. I'm sorry. He's got a lot of crosses on the wall. It looks like he might be Catholic, but then you see the symbol for the Masons hanging up on the wall, which Masons, I mean, some of them I don't think really know the full story behind Masonry, but I feel like in the upper echelons of the Masons, that church was set up to oppose the Catholic Church. So it's always tough. There have been Masons that have come up to me and said that's not true. That we don't oppose the Catholic Church at all. And then I hear and I see history and videos that say they do. So, I don't know what to believe there. Maybe I'll look that up and do a video on that. Um, just had an interesting thought for something else. Anyway, so his shirt says support your local coven, which means like witchcraft and wizardry. That table, looking at that and the candles, that looks right for a seance. Not saying he does that. I'm just saying, looking at the setup, weird pictures on the walls, but then there's a crucifix there that looks like a Catholic crucifix. I don't know if this guy's Catholic, but dabbling in things he shouldn't. I don't know. This guy is confusing. Definitely a lot of activity. Definitely could be. All of that could be faked by him, by the way. He could have had fishing string or something pull, because he kind of, and the natural reaction is to step back, and I would too. But if you're doing that and you're pulling on something, it would cause it to move a little bit more, which it does in this case. The TV shutting off can be done by remote. The door opens, it opens to him. And stuff coming off the wall could be rigged to be pulled, like if there's something anchored, the fishing string could go around a corner and then pull it sideways out. That all that stuff is possible. I'm not saying that is what's happening here. It is a lot to take in, a lot of activity all at once, which is strange in and of itself. Usually that activity is not so massive like that.
Oh my god. Well, it looks like my objects are back at it again, doesn't it? What the hell? What the hell? I am getting out of here. What the hell?
You getting out of there? Is that what you just said? Is that what he just said?
TV turns off on its own and then the cabinet door opens and other strange things start to happen around the house. Jack isn't sure what items
Yeah, it does
might be
go
causing
away
the
from
events
him, the
and is
thing on
wondering
the
if he should
table.
just stop collecting them. But real ghost or not, you be the judge.
Yes, he probably
In
should.
this one, a guy has an out of body.
He probably. The Catholic Church has guidelines on how to just get rid of objects here. We'll go ahead and hide the screen here. That's all we got for the videos itself, but let me add a note on the end. The Catholic Church has guidelines on if you have objects in your house that are connected to paranormal and not in a good way, they have guidelines on what to do. You're really supposed to give them to the church, and the church will like bury them in consecrated ground, which usually means the Catholic graveyard, something to that effect. If they can be destroyed, the Catholic Church has ceremonies and ways of doing that. So I would say that if you have some things, contact a priest, see what objects might be ripe to do that. Because really, you're not supposed to like give them to Goodwill, because then nothing's done about the object itself, and whatever is causing the paranormal activity will just go to the next owner, and you're just shoving the problem off onto somebody else, and that's not a good practice. So that's not something you should be doing. Just to let everybody know, that's what I got to say. That's my hot take on everything. I might put up some videos here in the next few days about the bricks and minifigs, about um, you know, some other things, maybe some of the political stuff. I don't know. I don't know what I want to do here. But I feel like things are progressing, and not in a good way. And things I don't think are getting better, so to speak. So I can kind of tell that things are just not flowing, not getting right. So I'm thinking it might be time to just make some new videos and talk about some things. And yeah, you know, maybe some back to the basics. Why don't we do some building blocks first? Why don't I tell everybody why I think communism's bad? And let me do Adam's invisible hand theory, maybe some Milton Friedman, some basic economics that this is how, whether you, it's like air. We need air to breathe, or plants need CO2, or, you know, light comes in waves, or sound is in waves, and like things that we just take for granted as facts, like the earth is round, the sky is blue, grass is green. I mean, the invisible hand, the supply and demand graph really just sets everything. I mean, if you compare everything and just go from that building block, you can see what communism does. And it's really communism, all it is really is the government taking control and making rules over economics, making those economic decisions for you. And it's never been great. I mean, do you think it's great right now? How are those schools treating you? How's healthcare treating you? How are the police treating you? How is medical treating you? Ambulance services, roads, schools, all of that stuff. Because the more government that's involved in that, it seems like the worse it is, in my opinion. Um, and people want more of that. Uh, they want free groceries from grocery stores, and like I can only imagine how bad things are going to get if that becomes a reality because of everything that we've seen up to this point. I I know it's going to be bad. New York's a good example. We should watch that with Mondami there. He is awful. He's a communist. He's also a Muslim, and yeah, it's just bad altogether with that guy. There's nothing really good about any of his policies or who he is. Um, and again, handsome looking guy, popular, right? Yeah, he gets elected because the high schoolers out there vote for him. Like oh, I love how he looks. He's so handsome. I'm gonna vote for him. Doesn't know anything about. It's so out of touch. It's so out of touch with reality and policies and things that are actually going to happen. Um, so anyway, I don't know what I'm going to do with this channel. I'm going to keep playing video games. Um, I don't think I'll be on tomorrow night. I have bowling league tomorrow night. Um, the following weekend, starting Thursday, I won't be on. Um, I don't stream on Sundays, but I have things I need to do for work on Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. So I'll be working those days. Um, so I won't be able to stream this a week from tomorrow. I won't be able to stream Thursday, Friday, Saturday. So I'll mention that at the start of the next video tomorrow night, which will be The Last of Us. I'll start in on The Last of Us. We'll see if I can get a deal on that. Buy that game and start playing through that. So join me tomorrow for The Last of Us. Until then, be good to each other and have a great night. I'll see you next time. I don't know when that'll be.